So this is a quick video showing the aftermath of a storm. So as you can see, before the storm, the fox and the kangaroo playing happily together. But then after the storm, we've got the water flowing through the same area. As you can see, there's quite a lot of water flowing out of this overflow from the dam, making the kangas try and decide whether they're going to have wet feet or not. So this first one's carrying a joey in its pouch. As you can see, it's a little bit tentative whether it wants to go or not. But once one gets close, they all start to follow. Look at the way these things effortlessly move up and down the hills. It's pretty cool to see. Then a few days later, it's all dried up, and here's a kanga with a joey in the pouch again, just chilling out in the nice warm weather. So hi, welcome back to the Rubble project. So this is a few days later. We've had a 100mm rain event. And boy oh boy did this dam and this gully get smashed. So I've already mentioned in previous videos that either side of the opening there from the overflow, I've been getting water seeping either side there and making a lot of erosion. With this 100mm event, which is 100mm in a day. So you can see there the flow and the erosion. So that hole there, that hole goes underground and goes about 4 or 5 feet deep, just where the overflow pipe is. So the water's going either side of the overflow, down, underground, and then bursting out here. And there's a lot of water that's flowing out that way. So basically, that whole area there is all eroded. I'm not sure if you can see on camera. The actual profile of the hill here is really quite different. There's a big lump of soil there, and I think that's actually soil that's eroded over time from up here and washed down there. Anyway, let's have a look at the rest of the gully. Okay, so the dam's just behind me. So we've had water to here. This is gradually sloping uphill there. So water to there. We've had water all the way across to that side. This is where I had one of the fires a while ago. This is what happens because this land was all bare after the fire. Nothing had started to grow. As soon as you get that heavy rain and heavy water flow coming through, it just washes everything out. As we head down the gully, walking, talking and keeping an eye out for snakes. Not sure if you can see it on camera, but the water has been up to here and has been all the way across there. So that the whole bottom of the gully has been full of flowing water. All the grass is pushed over. And I'd say it's been pretty deep. My old mate the wombat, who's decided to put his hole right in the path of floodwater, and it's been there for years. He's been busy digging his wombat burrow back out. Go over to this side. As you can see, flow water's been up to here, which is at least a foot higher than this spot. So the water that flowed over here was at least 1 foot deep. It's been amazing to have been here, and I was safe and sound back home, away from all the real bad weather. We got a heavy downpour and that was it. But so you can see the land got absolutely smashed. Down to here, all all the gullies that we had before. That's where we had a gully like that was sort of, it's about 12 inches deep. I had all those packed with crappy logs that we had, just so that I could drive along here with the excavator without any issue. Well, obviously all that stuff's all washed out. It's stood at the test of time over many rainfall events, but nothing quite like this. Washed a lot of it into this spot here. You'll see there, water filled the drains, or rubble I should say, blocked the drains, and then I had overflow running right across the top of the landing area there. And then all that has been washed off the landing area. That's all the 120mm minus that I had diligently placed down there a little while ago. Made it look very nice and neat. Well, that's all washed out now and just pushed into this area. As you can see, huge amount of water flow. When I got here this morning, that fence was pushed down. It kind of gives you a bit of an indication how high the water had been. Not from the front panel, because that one was laid down with a flow of water had pushed it down, but on the side it's sort of 12 inches deep. Never before have I seen as much rain as this. Never before have I seen as much water overflow as we've got here. Multiple streams that have been flowing down here and pushing all my rock with it, unfortunately. I didn't think a lot of this stuff would flow, but it has. As you can see there, that was the water flow where the drain, which just sits there, was blocked. It's now been emptied, but yeah, once that blocked, I have a drain there, pit. The water flows underground. Once that was blocked, we got water flowing over the top. It's just totally washed out all the rock, and as you just saw, the rock has ended up all the way down down into the gully. And then on this side, similar thing. You can see this is where we freshly dug out the drain. There's a pit there which you've seen me build in the past. This just absolutely filled up with soil and rubble and stones and gravel, all the way washed down, and just filled this whole lot up. And then basically we had water flowing over there and flowing across the landing area, the processing area, and down the hill. Well, the work here on the Rubble project is never done. As you can see, you start making progress. You get a rain event, you get a natural event, and you're back to square one in some areas, or you've gone even further than back to square one and you've got more work to do. But that's the way it is. Luckily it's a beautiful day today, and I'm going to enjoy myself doing a bit of tidy up. Right, nothing really much to show here. It's just going to be moving a fair bit of rock around and picking a load of rubbish up and tidying up. So I'll see you next time on the Rubble project. Next on the trail cam is a bat. This thing's coming up to the trail cam. I'm guessing the little light on the trail cam's attracting the flies, so this thing keeps coming back and taking lunch on the fly.